Today I'm in the heart of Kensington Market, which is a neighborhood near the downtown core of Toronto. And the reason I'm here today is Time Out, a UK-based magazine, came out with its top 38 coolest neighborhoods in the world. And this year, Toronto did not make the list. And that is unfortunate because the neighborhood I'm in right now, Kensington Market, I would pick as the coolest neighborhood, my #1 pick in the city, if not in the top 25 in the world. So today I'm going to be walking around Kensington Market, giving you a bit of the history and telling you why this neighborhood should have made the list. Now, Kensington Market became a market back in the early 1900s, and immigrants in the Jewish community started Kensington Market. When they first arrived here, they would reside here, and at the time the buildings were affordable, and people in that community started putting storefronts on their homes on the lower level, and that's where Kensington Market began their storefronts, on the bottom level of these homes. And one of the gems in Kensington Market is this parking lot right here. I know, I couldn't believe it myself, but I'm going to show you a view of Kensington Market that rarely gets seen, and it is a hidden gem. And in order to get to it, you have to actually go up the stairwell of this parking lot, which is under construction right now. And my God, it reeks of urine in this stairwell, but the hidden gem is the view that is on the 4th level of this parking lot, guys. So I am going to suffer with this god-awful stench to show you the view up here. And in the 1950s, Portuguese community started arriving in Toronto, and they took over some of the shops in the Kensington Market neighborhood. Get a load of this view, guys. This is definitely a hidden gem in Kensington Market. And the view up here is just stunning. There is graffiti art, which would make Kensington Market one of my top picks because it has some of the most beautiful murals in the city, and that is what Kensington Market is known for. Not only its vendors, mom and pop shops, but its eclectic art and graffiti. And all along this parking lot here, you see that it has been graffitied all along the corners of it. And there is the Kensington sign right up there, and there is the city skyline. So I'm on the other end of this 4th level parking lot, and isn't that gorgeous, guys? It says Toronto Pride, the city skyline in the background. Kensington Market, one of the coolest neighborhoods in the city per Once Upon a City rating, if that holds any weight for any of you. So back in the 1970s is when the market started to see more eclectic vintage shops popping up. And basically it's been that way ever since the 70s. So over the years, Kensington Market has had to fight to keep it from being gentrified and keeping the culture and history of this neighborhood as it has been for decades. And that's another cool factor about this neighborhood in the city of Toronto. And a lot of shops along that stretch, but what is very cool and interesting about this neighborhood is its laneway houses here. And I'm going to walk down this laneway here to show you some of these homes that are down this laneway, and it is so unique to Kensington Market. And these homes aren't cheap, guys. I looked it up, and some of these homes are worth $1 million. Look at this. I just love these laneway homes here. And Kensington Market is covered in art. And there's a couple of laneways that have residential homes on them, and I'm going to check out another one. So if you're into vintage clothing, Kensington Market is the place to come to get vintage clothing. And here I am going down another alleyway to have a look at these laneway homes, which makes Kensington Market such a cool neighborhood. And look at the graffiti art and murals here. Look at this, guys. That is just insane. Got a little cat there. And down this laneway here, you got another stretch of homes. And I know the city of Toronto is trying to change its bylaws such that more and more laneway homes can be built because of the housing crisis that the city is having right now. Look at that. Now you're kind of sandwiched in here. They're definitely not standalone homes. And then you have this one right at the end here. Does it get any cooler than that, guys? And right in front of me there is a very well-known vintage clothing store shop in the market, and it is called Courage My Love. And I used to shop here decades ago with my sister, who loved Kensington Market and introduced me to the market because she used to hang out here a lot. So I used to come down here a lot as a child and teenager, and Courage My Love has been around for decades. And I'm gonna go in and have a closer look at this shop. So a lot of people who live in the city are aware of a place called Value Village. And they'll spend hours looking for that one-of-a-kind vintage piece. But when you come down to Kensington Market, you don't have to go looking. Mind you, the price point's going to be a bit higher because they've already got all of these vintage products available to people who come to this neighborhood. So outside they have boots on display here. And leather jackets. Old luggage. I haven't seen luggage like that in years. How much do they want for that suitcase? $24. So they have such an array of vintage stuff inside of Courage, my love. Let's go have a peek. So Time Out magazine that comes out every year with their list of coolest neighborhoods in the world, apparently they come up with the list based on sending out information to people in different cities throughout the world, and then the people that they garner information from tell them what neighborhoods they think are cool in their cities, and then with that list they narrow it down among their own editors to come up with the top 38 coolest neighborhoods. And for 2024, the top neighborhood in the world, the coolest neighborhood in the world, was a neighborhood in France, and it is in Notre Dame. It is the city of Dumont. And coolness is subjective, but some would say there are a number of cool neighborhoods in Toronto, and I can list off a few of them, like Parkdale, Little Portugal. But again, Kensington Market is one of my #1 picks in the city. Get a load of that. Isn't that cool? Just in the front yard of this home here in the market is a number of statues made out of metal, and is that ever cool or odd? Get a load of that. It's insane. And right here is a park that unfortunately has a number of unhoused individuals in it, but I am going to be going into that park because there is a statue of an actor and director who grew up in Kensington Market. And if you've been around for a while like me in the city, you'd be familiar with the show. It was called The King of Kensington, and his name was Al Waxman. And he grew up in Kensington Market and became a big actor and put Kensington Market on the map, because the show he was in, called The King of Kensington, was filmed in this neighborhood and produced by a Canadian broadcasting corporation, the CBC. So there is the Al Waxman statue there, and again, he grew up in the Kensington Market neighborhood and passed away back in 2001. The show was filmed in Kensington Market, and he really put Kensington Market on the map along with the CBC, and he certainly was the King of Kensington. And when I was looking for this statue, somebody actually said to me he was the king of the encampment, unfortunately. So Kensington Market may have not made the cut for the coolest street in Time Out's list of coolest neighborhoods in the city, but it is one of my top picks. And maybe next year, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody.